Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Tyrant but Deadly. We're on episode 173. Session hero points have been handed out. David or Clay can make trades. Are you guys looking to trade?
No, I'll keep mine.
I think I'm going to make a trade.
Okay.
This is not really going to come in very handy for me.
Now that that's over?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess it technically could, but like, it'll be not my ideal.
Yeah. And right now you're hoping you don't need the extra. That is so much better, depending on what happens.
That is so much better.
Especially for you.
Okay.
All right, so that is done. We'll move on to the hero point vote. I had only 3 votes this time because Kevin was not around this week. He's also not going to be around this week.
Because he's dead.
With
Rosman.
2 votes to 1, Organa gets the extra coin.
Nice. I'll allow it.
So that'll open up the trade window again. I don't know if you still want to hold on to it. Or if...
Yeah, I'll hold it for another week or so. It's like one of those things that's kind of always useful, but never like really useful, you know?
Okay, dude, that could have saved you a lot last session with all those nat 1s.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't expect to roll a fucking nat 1 6 times in a row either, man.
Yeah, that is fair. All right, so moving on then to the editing hero point. So we left off on 146 last time. I have 147. I haven't technically finished editing 147 yet, so another one may show up. But I do have one here right now. Episode 147, David, for the Agent P music that he hummed, and we went with started doing Agent P for a bit there. Fucking love Agent P.
I can get a point for that?
Well, you got your point for that. So...
Oh, yes, of course. Please, take my sleeve.
Did you say take my seed?
Oh, sorry. I read that as a different word, the first one, with an R.
Okay.
I haven't seen this card before, I don't think.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, it's kind of fitting almost-ish, a little bit.
You know what? Yeah, I would say so. I mean, well, based off of that.
Yeah. And you do not have any...
I've literally got the first and last word.
Yeah. And you do not have any coins, so you are not eligible for the trade. And again, I'm not trading in Kevin's card because that's just mean to do. So, last time we left off, you guys continued your very deadly, very damaging battle against Istravek. And...
It was no sweat.
Yeah. And after a time and a sacrifice by Rosvin, a crazy fucking natural 20 by Organa finally took Istravek down. Or did she?
Down but not out.
Yes. And then there was at least a round or so more after that where persistent damage was still triggering on you guys, but eventually you managed to fight that off as well. And against all previous evidence, Rosvin did not pop back up to consciousness a round or two, whatever, after he dropped. And while you did eventually notice that his body was healing from the massive damage applied to it by Istravek, it was healing slower than your guys have in the past. And you know it's going to take a lot longer than the hour it generally has in the past for Rosvin to have his body divinely healed. And then you gotta wonder if he's coming back after that, because this is something completely new. You guys set up Rosvin under the kumaru tree. Organa set up shop, or not shop, but set up a bed or like sleeping bag next to Rosvin and tucked in for a rest. Cosma healed himself up, and Chaser did some rounds to check out the local area. And after a time, a voice called from around the corner of the tree to the west, and a huge creature, dripping shadow, appears to be almost made of dark black armor with massive horns and claw spikes for hands, it seems almost, or as weapons, came around the corner, introduced herself as Kalhazar, and said, "I need your assistance." She has kept her distance, and we are going to pick up right there where we left off.
Cosmo is awake currently?
Cosma is awake.
Organa is
asleep.
Are you still next to Organa and them, or are you doing something else?
Can I really move? Who are you?
Kalhazar, as I just said.
Cosmo,
That doesn't tell us anything.
Can you wake up Organa?
Organa, I'll give her a little shake.
What kind?
Definitely was not very long of a nap.
There's something here asking for help.
So help it.
What do you need help with?
Oh, something simple, really.
Okay, but simple...
Shutting a rift to the Shadow Realm so creatures stop coming through?
It doesn't sound simple.
I mean, simple maybe, but not easy, I'm assuming. Otherwise, you wouldn't need our help.
I need your help because I don't know that I can shut it from this side. Well, I don't know that I can shut it from this side by myself. I don't know if I can make it through to the other side and stay there if I try to close it by myself, because they can get a little wild sometimes and destabilize. But if I can pop through to the other side and you guys try to close it from this side while I'm over there, we should be able to get it closed and stabilized.
I feel like we need to know a little something more here.
Sure.
Why does it affect us? What's happening with that?
Well, Istravek, who, congratulations, it seems like you survived and took him out.
Mostly.
Istravek opened it up and pulled a bunch of creatures, including myself, through it. So,
Am I awake?
yeah, if you answered, unless you went back to sleep after telling Cosma to go help it.
He didn't say anything, so yeah, I think I did.
That's how this thing wants our help.
All right, then
Yeah,
yeah.
and then I said, go help it, and you didn't say anything. So yeah, I'm going back to sleep.
All right, so yeah, you're back asleep then, yeah. Could you, as we've established over months and 16 levels here now, you fall asleep pretty much as soon as you want to. So, brought a bunch of creatures through. Rift is not stable, so things keep popping through. I've been guarding the rift, trying to keep things from getting through, because I've got some enemies on the other side also, and I'm worried about them coming through and doing some stuff. Istravek had promised to help me close it at a price, but he's gone, which means you guys are at least moderately competent. So I figure you guys don't want this to stay open and have things keep coming through. I don't want to be here anymore, so I come asking for your assistance to close this.
I don't think we want creatures coming through, and then I'm gonna wake up Organa again. Organa, get the hell up.
What do you want now?
Trying to talk to you, just went to sleep. Hold on, look at this.
What was the price?
Kalazar.
Nope, Calhazar.
It says Kalazar.
No, it says Calhazar.
Calhazar.
Whatever it is. Yeah, there's some kind of portal with creatures coming through that
I said Rift.
Istravek, same thing. That Istravek opened up that has creatures coming through that it wants us to help them close.
That's like saying a gate and a door are the same thing.
He doesn't know the difference
Calhazar
between the
is.
two.
The thing right there that I told you about.
You said something needed help.
Yeah, then you went to sleep instead of waking up.
You didn't ask for my help.
Oh my god.
Where is this rift located?
Southwest of here in another room.
Oh, so it's like inside.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's in the facility.
Is there cats that are in there? Big ones? Well,
There were.
were they your cats?
They were. But Istravek called them, and now they're lying on the floor over by you.
Oh, I honestly thought they would have disappeared.
They didn't know.
Oh.
Yeah.
Istravek got my pets killed, so I killed his. You're welcome, by the way.
What does that mean?
That means that if you thought Istravek was the last threat that was on this floor, you would have been gravely mistaken. But once I felt my cats die, after hearing Istravek call for them, I went around to every room, to all his pets that he brought through, and took care of them. In case he had beaten you, he wouldn't have any pets left, but looks like you won out anyway. But again, regardless, I still need help closing this rift.
How far away is it? No, you said still in the
A couple
building.
hundred feet in the next room down. It's within the building.
I'm sorry that we had to defend ourselves and take down your pets, but thank you for handling the rest of Istravek's mess for us there. Are we able to go help right now? Asking Cosma and Organa.
I mean, we're able to, but what do we do with Rosvin?
You think that's funny?
Wasn't laughing.
He did.
You
You
did.
literally left.
It wasn't like a laugh. It was like a.
It was a
noise.
chuckle, but still. Hey, it came up when he chuckled. When Rosvin chuckled about something, it turned into a big
It wasn't
thing
like a
also.
laugh chuckle though. It was like I don't know what it's called.
Nervous chuckle.
So that's what he said his was too, but still.
Yeah, I don't know what we do with him because we can't really probably don't want to carry him to a room full of probably monsters and stuff.
There are no monsters currently in the rift room or any other room on this.
I privately rolled some dice.
Oh, yeah, I see that.
We pop him in the yurt.
We can. I can put him in the yurt, or I could put him in the treehouse. Those are two things that you know I have for our setup for stuff. But those aren't magically protected in any way.
That was better than nothing.
They're just a spot to be.
Better than just sitting in the elements though.
We're inside, man.
Yeah, we could tuck him in. We could tuck him in or something. And then if he happens to wake up before we get back, he'll know we didn't just abandon him.
We can leave him a note. Went to close rift. Be back later. XOXO.
I mean, it sounds like we're just gonna be in the next room,
Just in the next room, he says.
100 feet away,
Yeah.
down the hall, dude.
We don't know what's going to happen. It's a rift to another dimension.
I don't know. You know, I don't like helping undead, but if it stops more undead, it might be worthwhile.
Yeah, and it sounds like he's staying back over on the other side anyway, so.
Well, the sooner the better, because the rift can spit anything out as it wants to. So if you're ready now, I will lead the way.
Can you,
How long does the yurt take to set up?
Yurt is about
10.
a minute.
I thought it was 10.
I don't think so.
Or is it 10 to destabilize or to take it down?
No, it's 10 minutes.
Oh, shit.
If you can give us 10 minutes to make sure our companion is somewhere safe,
I need 10 minutes to put
We
my
can try to
armor on
help.
anyway.
I can give you all the time in the world.
Doesn't
head out
mean
of
it's
the-
going to be easier for us.
Yeah. Head out of this hallway, make a left down the next hallway. Well, she's going to leave the hallway that she's near.
Sure.
Make a left out of there, travel down that hallway. At the corner, you'll come to another room. I'll be in there waiting at the rift.
Sounds good.
We'll see you soon. Oh, by the way, I'm Chaser Rhineford. That one is...
Cosmo.
Did you not
And you
know
don't
your
need to know my
party
name.
member's name? Or were you just giving him a chance to say his own name?
He can speak for himself.
Okay, because you looked a little confused, so...
He does that.
The confusion was that he didn't fucking speak.
All right.
Okay.
Huh?
I'm gonna set up my treehouse instead of the yurt,
Okay.
and then I can put that as high as 200 feet up, so at least Rosvin's gonna be up off the ground in the tree, so nothing, like, it's not like something can just, like,
You have to climb the tree to put it, or is it you magically put it 200 feet up?
it magically goes up there.
Oh, this builds the tree too,
It builds
right?
the treehouse.
Gotcha.
And it attaches to a tree. It is...
Does it build a tree, or just...
It attaches to the tree, builds the treehouse.
So you would have to climb up the tree? Like, does it say, like...
You unfold it, which takes a minute to unfold, and then a bird animates flying up to a perch in a tree within 300 feet of you, and the bird's perch can be as high as 200 feet off the ground. So I could put it in the canopy, basically, because the
Okay,
ceiling's
so
like
you
80.
don't have to climb. The bird flies it up there.
Yeah, and then
that's
it keeps unfolding magically so until it has the whole treehouse, and there's like a ladder that goes for it.
So that happens. A ladder will drop to the ground. You'll have to climb up the ladder with his body.
I can do that.
I'm just...
Yeah.
Just drawing out the steps that would require, because there's people listening and all that as well.
Yeah, but it takes it 10 minutes to completely undo itself. And then once the treehouse is in place, a ladder made of woven vines is attached to it and goes all the way to the bottom. And then in the inside, it's nice. It has a small veranda, circular windows, a door with a simple lock, and 6 bedrolls inside. And then like a cushion and a whistle for me to unmake the tree. So at the very least, there's a simple lock so I can lock the door when we're leaving, at the very
Gotcha.
least too.
All right. Is that a once a day?
That is a once a day use.
So it's not a consumable then. It's
It's just like the yurt.
It's the yurt, but different.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Tree yurt.
And no cooking implements though.
No, it doesn't say that. It just says just the treehouse.
Gotcha.
But this is at least good to have him off the ground in something that you'd have to climb up to the canopy
Yeah.
for. It's a lock. I know he should be safe there.
What's your athletics?
Really high. Don't worry about it.
Well, because Rosin's
33.
relatively heavy also, so it's not only your athletics but also your encumbrance.
I can.
'Cause Rosin's going to be...
I'm encumbered at 11, and I can carry a max bulk of 16. And I can drop my bag and leave it down on the ground and then carry him.
Rosvin is slightly over 16 bulk. But I
That's
mean, if
fine.
you're dropping something to carry him, at least
Yeah.
you'll have enough to do it.
I can
but-
just leave our bags down there, and then if someone wants, they can carry the bags up.
All right.
Like, we could make it happen.
Yeah, you should be fine then. There's... Oh, and you have combat climber and shit
so
too, right?
I
Yeah.
can. That's why I was saying I can do it, because like I
And
should
your
be able
athletics
to climb
master,
with them,
right?
Yeah. Yes, athletics master.
All right, I'm not even going to make you roll for this then. You'll just be able to get him up there.
Master in athletics, combat climber.
Yeah.
If need be, I can activate my acid robe, which makes me climb a little bit easier.
Oh, you get the climb skill or the climb speed, which means you won't even need to make a climb check for that. Yeah. No need to roll for that then. Okay. Are all 3 of you going?
I guess so.
In the tree? No.
No, into the rift.
Oh,
Room.
yeah, I'll head over there. Why not?
All right, you've made it. I assume things are fine with your friend then?
Well,
Not really.
I don't think we can say that, but his body's at least safe right now.
Right. So I will pop through the other side. You're going to want to manipulate the runes on this side, and she'll show you the ones that need manipulation, all that. Once I pop through, I'll do them from the other side. If all goes well, we will close this rift and never have to see each other again. If things don't go well, that'll be a whole other set of problems we have to deal with.
You're going back through on that side, right? Or are you
Yes,
staying over here?
Trying to close it from both sides will make it easier for both of us.
Okay. In and out. Nice and easy, right, guys?
It always works out like that way with it for us.
What is the rift? Is that like the purple?
Yeah, she's standing by it.
Can we see through it, or is it just kind of like shimmery?
It's shimmery and stuff like that, and it looks like shadow is bleeding out of it.
So not like portal open clear through, like stepping through like a waterfall or something, basically.
Yeah, you can't see through it to the other side.
Gotcha. Not even Rosman with his magical dark vision?
No. So now this will be check that is either going to be Arcana, Religion, or Occultism.
That's why I stepped forward. I had a feeling it might be occultism.
If you want to, you can all make the attempt to make it. Could cause some issues if you do poorly at it, or if someone wants to step up as the primary, we'll say caster, even though it's not casting, but as the primary caster, so to speak, and the other two assist, you can do it that way.
I like to assist.
Yeah,
I am a master in occultism. I will
I'm
say
not
that.
the best at this shit, so Organa, if you need to just direct us, I'll listen. I'm offering the help action.
Same.
Ooh, Jason, we were doing all that shit for at least an hour, right?
It was an hour before she showed up, yeah.
Okay. This is good news. That means I can battle medicine myself again, and I can use my bravery baldric again, if I need to for any reason, whatever those might be.
Whatever they might be. There's supposed to be a way that I can... The help action isn't in here, so I can't set another thing, which is strange, because I thought I've done it before. And I'm able to, like, set a specific action. No, 8. I swear there was one before. All right, so what I'm going to do first, then, is I'm going to throw checks in for Cosma and Chaser first. Okay, so those two are for you guys. So pop yours, and then we'll see what you manage to get to Organa.
Normal or blind?
Normal's fine. All right.
That was nearly a 20.
Chaser.
That is a 34.
34 is a success. Cosma.
39.
39 is also a success. So Organa, you'll get a +2 from that. When you go to do your roll, add a +5 circumstance bonus. 2 from them, 3 from her helping from the other side. All right, there's that for you.
Say 51.
51 is a critical success.
Jesus Christ.
Exactly a critical success.
Damn.
Hell yeah.
So with their help, like, hey, touch this one here, touch that there. Hey, don't touch that there, Cosme, you freak.
The fuck? I rolled high. I rolled higher than him.
Yeah, but freak is still freak.
You manipulate the runes on there and touch them in like the order they're supposed to be, or in the glyphs, we'll say. And then as a little bit of shadow like starts getting sucked back into it, and the rift closes.
I mean, she did say it was going to be easy.
Yeah.
It just that's it. It's just that's all it was.
I mean, it's closed, right?
I'm just so used to it being
I mean, you guys know
more.
that you did have to, like, it was a lot of stuff you had to do, and you had to do it correctly.
Sure. Yeah. That's fair. That's fair.
It did. I mean,
It was
when you look
effort.
at the rolls, it doesn't look like a lot, but it took effort for you guys to actually do
How long
this.
did that take? About like 10 minutes to do total, or?
Closing the rift itself, probably only about a minute type thing to
Okay.
actually do the actual closing process of it to go through, but Organa had to bounce back between stuff. You guys had to move like it.
It's like when hackers are in a movie and they're just like typing on keys, but they're like, I'm actually doing a lot of crazy intense stuff right
Essentially, yeah.
now.
I imagine it would not have gone well if we didn't succeed.
It would have been really bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just kind of expecting, I don't know, something to come through at the last
And
second,
even just from,
or
so was I. But even from a number standpoint, the roll was actually pretty hard.
yeah.
Like I rolled the 17 and I would have failed without both of you passing on assisting me.
I just mean in world
Yeah.
of like,
Your check was lower than hers.
I wasn't.
Organa's check was harder than your check was.
Oh.
Because you guys were assisting. It doesn't make sense to have the assist be the same DC as the actual
I'm saying,
check.
that's
she
absolutely fair.
I'm saying she crit on a 41,
51.
51, which means 41 was the check.
41 was DC.
I rolled a 37. So if I was doing the check, I would have failed unless they both succeeded in helping me.
You were down by 4. They would have both had to critically succeed to help you. Well, I'm with her on the other
two
side.
and two, or is it, it's one?
Yeah, you guys gave her 1, yeah.
Yeah, so
Critical successes
that's actually
too.
a very hard check.
You guys just fucking own the check,
Yeah.
honestly. I know that's not what you guys are used to. So
That's your chaser rolling.
it wasn't a punch, it's fine.
That's
Ha 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 ha. Ha ha. Okay, I guess we head back. I'm so used to everything just kind of blowing up in our faces. Literally, sometimes.
yeah.
Can you put us back? Oh, wait, is there anything in this room while we're here?
A large shutting rift of darkness fills an alcove on the east side of this large L-shaped room, emanating a numb cold. It did. Small chunks of purple crystal litter the floor near it. A small hallway in the southwestern corner connects with a larger hallway outside. But other than that, there is nothing in this room.
Can I take a look at that chunk of purple crystal?
Sure.
Does it just look
you guys
like...
woke me up for this?
I mean, you kind of needed to
Yeah, I
be
think
the
either of us would
brains.
have been able to do that. You want giant creatures and shit coming through here?
No, but I wanted to sleep too.
Dude, it's like 9 a.m. We just got up like an hour ago, dude.
It's like 11 now almost.
Yeah, I feel
we got up, like, 2 hours
I don't
ago.
know. I'm just feeling a little out of it with that with Istravek messing me up a bit.
Yeah, he got some pretty good hits on you. You went down right at the start and then kind of
I
had to
almost
bounce
died.
back.
Went down like 4 times.
I also went down, I think, 3 times.
Yeah, Organa had
At
to
least
use...
twice.
Organa at one point used her heroic recovery to not die.
Yeah.
I went down 4
Yeah.
times, technically.
You
You didn't have to heroic recovery to not
dropped
die, though.
unconscious. Organa would have
Yeah, Organa
been
would have
dead.
actually died, yeah. You were close a couple times, but you were always brought out of it.
You had healing and people there next to you to pick you back up and a bunch of shit. Organa just got smacked. But can I just like grab a chunk of the crystal? Does
Yeah.
it seem like anything?
It's cold.
Weird.
Like, it seems like it is emanating cold, which is very strange. Like, even like it feels like it's even pulling the warmth out of your hand a bit.
That's
I'll
some
get like
high quality H2O.
I'll get like a fist size chunk. I'll just like pop it in a pocket. I don't know. Bring to Morena later maybe.
Now, you said, can I put you back? Do you just want to be back in that room?
Yeah.
Or do you guys want to... Well, okay, Organa wants to go to sleep. I know that.
Organa wants to
I
sleep.
mean, now there's a
We
treehouse
shouldn't
set up.
explore.
Yeah.
Now
We know
there's
it's-
a treehouse set up with even better beds.
Yeah. We know it's safe.
I'm
at
going
the
to
very
sleep.
least.
Boom, Organa's back.
And it's got a lovely little veranda too. It's all nice. And I can always set up the yurt at the bottom of the tree and then just everyone can come down for food.
All right, you guys are back in the room, in this main central room there. So what are you doing?
Can I
I'm in the tree and going to bed.
Oh, yeah, no, I already put you back in the tree, Clay. You're good.
Okay.
can I spend some time reading the ritual that I was working on?
Sure.
Great. I don't remember how long I had left on it, but
It's in your journal.
I know that I hadn't been completing it, so I've got some time, I guess. I'm just gonna like sit out on the ledge of
You
the
have 2
treehouse.
days worth left
Okay.
to finish the
Full
ritual. you're
days, or is that
currently-
like 2 nights worth?
2 nights worth, which was 2-ish hours, I think, worth of... Or no, your watches were almost 3 hours, right? Yeah. I think they're 2 hours, 40 minutes or whatever, essentially, but yeah.
I have a question.
Yeah,
You need 8 hours to get a full night's rest.
correct.
If I sleep 2 hours, 2 hours, 2 hours, 2 hours, that'll also give me a full night's rest, right? Because they kind of do that with their watches too.
Sort of, I guess. I don't think it says you have to take the 8 hours within a 10-hour period, but it does say you only get the benefits of a rest once a day, but it doesn't say, I don't think it actually says exactly when you have to take the sleep.
And I only need 6, but I'm just
I need
asking.
to be consecutive.
What?
Do not need to be consecutive.
You'll need 6.
Yeah, I only need 6.
Why?
That's how it's been like that, hasn't it?
No,
Don't I have a fucking feat where I only need 6 hours?
I thought someone had something that they needed less. Maybe I'm crazy. Because that's part of why Organa takes the last watch too, isn't it?
Yeah.
Unless we're all insane.
There's only one thing I know of is like there's an Ioun stone that gives you to need less sleep, but I don't know that anyone had it. I think or fucking Roslyn's the one who has Ioun stones, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got a dull gray or Aeon stone, my bad, which has no power. He's got the nourishing, which means he no longer needs to eat or drink.
Yeah, I don't see it on here, but I could have swore I had something like that.
Unless we just thought it of you only like needing to sleep for the 6 hours and then be up for the 2-hour watch, and that would count somehow.
No, because we weren't. There was multiple times where we weren't doing 10-hour sleeps because I only needed 8, or I only needed 6, and I can do the last 2 without having to do that.
Because if we were going,
No, with the doing the last watch, everyone else had 2-hour and 40-minute watches. That would have been the 8 hours. So her 8 hours were done by the last watch.
okay, so the watches weren't in 2-hour shifts; they were a little bit longer.
It was 2 hours and 40 minutes technically,
which
yeah.
is why
Well, 2 hours times 3 could be where the 6 is coming from too.
I
though.
thought it was 2-hour watches each
There were
person
2-hour
did.
watches when you had 5 party members, because that equates for everyone getting 8 hours of sleep. Once you got down to 4 party members, the sleep time went up to 2 hours and 40, or the watch time went up to 2 hours and 40 minutes per person.
Okay, that makes more sense, I guess, then.
So you want to nap in like 2-hour blocks then, Clay?
Not necessarily. I was just asking.
Oh, okay.
Because I already did sleep for 1 hour. Is like kind of what I was getting at.
Gotcha. Before Cosmo rudely woke you up.
Yeah. for literally no reason. And then he wakes me up again 5 minutes later, like...
Woke me up so I can do what? Like fidget with some shit for a minute and then nothing? Oh, great. Oh, fuck. Damn it. I was going to ask her what she was going to give to Istravek because I wanted to get some form of payment out of this. Doesn't matter.
A year of servitude. Just thrown above the table talk is what it was. Like, you basically...
Damn. A year of servitude would have been great. She could have helped us so much.
She was also in a much better
agreed to
position than
that.
you guys were.
Yeah.
Definitely was not agreeing to that, by the way.
Like, even undead, there's still lines that Organa's not going to cross.
How about just like one big favor?
What's the plan here, guys?
Well, I'm not going out on my own, so it sounds like we're waiting.
I don't really need much rest right now. Like I'm completely healed up. I got all my stuff back to me. I'm feeling a little bit weaker after the fight, but
How far is it to go back to
managing.
town?
At least an hour travel. I don't
Yeah.
remember exactly how long I said it was, but it said... Oh, no, it was a couple hours travel, I think.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I can go back and tell what's her face, but I don't know if that's safe to go on my own for that long.
we left really early this morning.
Yeah, you guys woke up
To
like
get here.
stupid early, yeah. You guys woke up at like 6. I think got here a little... Like around 8:30 maybe you guys got here, somewhere around there, I think. Something along those lines.
I didn't save the time for it.
It was about... I think it was about like 2-hour walk to get out here, give or take.
Yeah, that sounds about right. And there's no way I could carry Rosman through all that. Well, unless someone else carries our bags and shit.
Okay, so...
You can't put a bag of holding inside a bag of holding, right?
You can.
You sure can.
I mean, technically you've done it already. When you guys were holding your bags of holding and went inside a bag of holding to travel through the poison or through the mercury waterfall thingy, the mercury window.
You see, Jason, we actually all just like stuck our bag out through the opening. Yeah.
A bag of holding inside a bag of holding just stops the bag of holding from being able to work properly, the ones that are inside.
Oh, that's it?
Yes.
It doesn't turn into like a black hole?
Nope, that's another item that you mix with the bag of holding that does that.
Is that a hole?
No, it's I don't remember what it is. Maybe it's a portable hole. It's something. It rips a hole to the astral plane, tears the two bags apart, dumps everyone onto the astral plane who's anywhere nearby, along with all the items that are in both bags, and I think does a bit of damage in the process. I don't remember the exact numbers of it, but it is in the rules and the item write-up for the riveting bag, as Mike would call it.
All right. Right now, I'm just, while Organa rests, I'm reading through the rituals to learn the rest and complete it. I don't know. I might make us a snack with just like my normal rations and things since we got the time. I don't know what you're doing.
I was thinking about going to town and telling her, but it seems like that
Going
might
to
not be
town?
great. Might not be great. She had to travel hours of my own.
Crazy thing to say. It would be a bad idea to put Rosman in the bag of holding, right?
It would be an idea.
I also had that
And
idea, but
technically, as far as you're aware, you know that you have 10 minutes of air inside the bag, but 10 minutes of air inside a bag is necessary for living creatures, and last you checked, you couldn't prove that he was alive currently.
That feels wrong to do, though.
You also have party members who might stop you from that because
Yeah.
of that. I'm just giving you the information
Yeah.
from a GM perspective.
Okay. That's fair. That's fair. That's fair.
It is your option what you wish to do with that information.
I think ultimately Chaser also wouldn't want to do it because he doesn't know, even if he's thinking it like, oh, this would make our lives easier, he doesn't know when Rosvin will wake up. And so, well, if I like open up the bag and close it every couple of minutes, will that like refresh the air supply?
No.
Oh, damn.
I think it's basically they pull the air in with them almost is how it works.
I'll have Cosmo jump in and jump out and jump in and jump out.
Cosmo would go to his own section of it.
Oh.
Because remember, with these bags, you have to think about the item you're pulling out. You don't just reach in and touch everything that's in there. You have to know what you're pulling out of there because it's almost like, yeah, it's its own plane, like its own demi-plane, but it's almost like each thing has its own little cubby hole in that demi-plane.
In my head, it was kind of just like floating all together, and whatever you needed, your hand would basically like pop in
Like,
at like a random angle.
Like
just,
extend 60 feet to the shelf on the left or something like that.
Sure,
And then,
yeah.
pull back in.
like this, like the space would weirdly fold itself, and you would just have what you need.
So we're sticking here until some kind of motion on Rosvin. Everyone's just staying in this room.
There's still the other room where the cats came from that we could check out.
Guys.
I'm asleep, or else I would have.
Yeah.
I would have gave you something.
I'm not gonna walk out on my own, so I'm not really doing anything until they're ready.
Big man's all scared to go scout.
I mean, they're going to be safe here
Because
if
I'm
you
gonna
want
leave
to
the
explore the other
monk
room.
that can't hit and the bard that's sleeping alone with a dead party member.
Reviving party
Well,
member.
Reforming, technically.
Reforming, technically.
You hope reviving.
Right. The body is stitching itself together, but that doesn't mean anything. I'm just thinking back to like literally seeing Cosma get disintegrated and fully stitched up from nothing within an hour. Chaser also still has yet to re-die, and I feel like this is also fucking up his head a little bit, because now he's like, oh shit, what if you only have so many times that it happens? Like, what if Rosvin, who's dropped the most probably,
Rosvin's has been different though too. Actually, we did a count recently because Mike was all like, oh, I'm super awesome and stuff like that, but I think Mike's the one who dropped the most. There is actually a count somewhere that we put together because it was a big challenge between Kevin and Mike, because they're always going at each other about something outside of game.
Yeah, they're competing for last place.
They're always competing about something all the time.
No, that doesn't sound like us.
You said I had...
Like, I killed more Grave Knights than you did. No, I think I killed more than you did.
You said I had a couple hours left on that reading for
6
the ritual,
hours
right?
left.
6?
Because it's roughly 3 hours for your watch, so
Yeah.
you have 2 days worth left to do, so 6 hours is what it would take to finish for you. Mike has 5 days left for his, but you're both learning the same one, so you both can't be doing the same thing at the same time.
Yeah.
Not that you could anyway, because one person has a book at a time, but...
He can't just read over my shoulder. I flipped the page, and he's like, wait, I wasn't done with that yet.
No, you're probably faster than he is at reading.
I don't know about that.
Definitely faster than he is at walking.
Yeah,
Yes.
both in real life and the game, probably.
Almost definitely, yes. What do you want to do, Cosmo?
I mean, I don't think
I'm
we
just
should
doing some
really
light reading.
Split up.
Yes, learning the resurrect ritual, light reading.
Yeah. I feel like it's actually a great time to be learning it.
Certainly fitting.
Certainly fitting. Probably would have been nice to have already known it, but potato, tomato, you know? What do you want to do?
What did we said like 5 times? We probably shouldn't split.
No, you said what you don't want to do. You haven't
didn't say
said what you
do
want to do. I need you guys to take positive forward action, not backwards standstill action. I can't play this for you.
I know, but I'm not gonna leave them. So
That's fine.
Then say that, like,
I said
actually.
it 5 times.
No, you're
now.
like, I don't want to just leave these guys here.
Because I'm not
Fucking
gonna leave
make
them
a
there.
decision.
That is a decision. I'm
No,
not
it
leaving them
isn't.
there. Yes, it is.
You were basically saying, I'm not going to do something, but they didn't say what you were going to do. You could
I'm gonna sit here because I
rest.
can't do anything else.
You could do some crafting. You could make some food. You could take the book and read up a little bit while
You
I'm
have the
doing
book.
other stuff. We could trade off on it. I don't need to have it for the full time frame. You could, I don't know.
You've said a number of times that you think about maybe walking back to town, but you haven't told me what you're actually actively going to be doing with this time.
And we've got time. You can do like multiple little things. Like I said, I would make a
in
snack.
all fairness, like, if I'm sleeping for 8 hours and it's 2 hours back to town, he can technically even do that.
He could, yeah. But he's not sure if he wants to because he doesn't want to leave you guys here or
Are you guys
potentially
okay if I
unsafe
go back
and
to
all
town
that.
then?
But that's what I'm saying. Like, the whole thing is like he's throwing about a bunch of options that he might do and maybe wants to do, but sometimes doesn't want to do. But he's not actually giving me.
Well, I feel bad leaving them, but we're not doing anything. It's the middle of the day.
Ask.
Have a conversation. Like,
She's
dude,
sleeping.
No. Chaser's awake.
still awake.
I just
He's
said, are you gonna be okay if I go back to town?
I didn't know if he was asking me or if he
I
was
didn't even
asking.
hear him say it.
I mean, I'll probably be fine here if you think you're going to be okay going on your own.
I'll be fine.
If you're sure. If you can bring Morena back with you, that'd be great too.
Yeah, I want to tell her about the dissipation. What would you call it? Of the dragon, just in case she might know what that means, if he's actually dead or not too.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, I'm gonna go back down.
Okay. What are you doing while he's in town or on his way to town? Because that's going to be at least 4 hours. Could travel there, talk, travel, get back. No one's going to be ready right away. So you probably have 4.5 to 5 hours that you're going to be here solo.
For the time being, I'm just going to kick my feet up and read the book, keep a watch over Rosman and make sure that he's like every 30 minutes. I check and see if he's like continuing to stitch back up and actually like repairing his body and everything. But like, I'm not going to explore in here with them just asleep because I have no backup if I get in a fight.
Gotcha.
She said she cleared it out, but I don't know that for a fact. She could have missed stuff.
Yeah, I mean, if only the people who have been asking what they're doing for the last half hour said something like, hey, we go verify if she actually did that. But hey, as I said, I can't fucking
I asked
play
him
for
if
you
he
guys.
wanted to go explore the area a little bit.
I mean, I asked so many times.
Time passes.
All right. Chaser, you will be finished with Resurrect by the time this is all said and done. So you can go mark whatever notes you need to mark in there for that. Cosma.
Yeah?
You will make it back to town, even though you generally get lost a lot of the times, but you will eventually make it back to town. You know where Marina lives. You get to the house. Walk in. It's like, what happened? Where are the others?
They're
Did they all die?
no.
Where are they?
Roslyn did. We think he might be reforming, but we were able to.
What does that even mean?
We told you about this. How we die and come back.
Reforming? What? Did he deform? What?
He died. Istravek.
Istravek?
Istravek killed him, or he killed himself technically to fight him. I don't really know how it happened, but he did something to his body to pin Istravek down while we finished him off.
And he ended up dying for it?
Roslyn died, yes, but his wounds were starting to heal before I came back. It's happened to us before, but never. It was never that slow. Even when my body was completely destroyed.
Okay.
And Istravek looked like he was dying. Then Organa tried to steal harvest his soul, reap his soul with a weapon.
Seraphim?
Start with Seraphim.
Oh my god.
But he said not today, and then he dissipated.
This feels like a Mad Libs.
So we don't know if he's actually dead or what
do you have
happened.
any type of idea, or do you have any idea what type of dragon Istravek was? We know he was undead, but
No, but I do know the Organa's weapon glows when it senses undead, and after he dissipated, it took like 20 minutes before the glowing went away. I don't know if that means anything,
there
but
could have been other undead in the building.
maybe we did actually encounter Talazar.
I don't know who that
Read
is.
it and still pronounced it wrong.
Talazar. She came over and said there was a portal open with demons coming out, and we had to help her close it. A rift, same thing. Which we were able to do with nothing else coming back in, and she sealed herself on the other side.
Interesting.
It was in basically the next room from where Istravek was.
Well, that place has a lot of rooms.
Yeah, well, it was like 100. It was right next door,
Okay.
right down the hall. She said Istravek let it out, and there was a bunch of creatures coming through on the end.
So did you take care of the creatures?
There wasn't anything there other than her. We sealed the rift, so I don't know if she said she killed everything on that floor that Istravek had.
Did you verify?
Not yet. I came to get you.
So Rosvin's dead. You left Chaser and Organa there with potentially a temple full of undead shadow creatures without checking to see if a person who's from the other side of a rift
I mean, we were there for
killed them.
We were there for a few hours and nothing came in there other than her. And they have a tent
But you
thing
didn't
anyway.
verify.
Figure this is more important. You're the one saying to come get you as soon as it's dead.
You said you were there for a couple hours. You didn't. If it was important, you would have come back immediately.
We were half dead. And we were like cranking and saying we did all this work for you.
I've done more than enough work for you as well,
She-
sir.
Every time we see her, we're like, "Hey, Morena, do this thing for us."
Kill the giant evil fucking dragon for
We
her.
were gonna do it anyway, and you know it. She asked us, and we all jumped at the opportunity.
So what do you want me for then?
Tell you this, Rex, maybe dead, maybe kind of dead. I thought maybe you would know what that was when it dissipated.
I didn't really get a close look at Istravek, so I can't even tell you that. So I'd have to maybe do some research to try to find something out. But all of our best soldiers went up there originally. They all died when they went up there. We've got guards at best left. You four were among the strongest people in this entire city, which is why you were tasked and asked to go handle this.
Which we did.
What?
You think?
But you didn't verify. Am I supposed to bring a bunch of town guard up there to help verify that the place is cleared out of all the other enemies and have the rest of them die even harder?
I mean, I could check the other rooms. I was just telling you what we did.
Why did you do that before you came back?
Man, you're ungrateful. I'm leaving. Going back.
Man, you're ungrateful. I'm
Yeah.
leaving.
I'll go back and check then since, I don't know, you're crying.
You could always just ask for just her to go.
You can't. They're all weak. They're going to die.
She's strong. She's stronger than
She's
us.
stronger than us, and she's in here throwing a tantrum.
She's not built for combat.
She's throwing a tantrum because you guys did the most moronic plan possible of not clearing out the building and trying to bring her and potentially some other people up there
I didn't tell her
to
to
die
come.
against an army of undead shadow creatures.
I didn't tell anyone to come. I just told her that we finished.
You just said
it.
it came back here to get you.
I said no. I said we came back to tell you that it's dead and not what we think it's dead, and maybe you knew what the dissipation was about.
The whole point of clearing it out was so they could go up there and fucking fix the tree and shit and get your stuff fixed.
She's a crybaby. Crybaby back bitch. Couldn't kill a dragon on her own.
Neither could you.
We still did it though.
One of you died.
Not on your own.
One of you had hero points or would have died. You came close to dying a number of
It was
times.
like a hit away from dying.
Huh?
It was like a hit away from dying.
One crit and you were fucking going to like
Yeah.
fucking dying 5 immediately.
Yeah.
You had to get picked up like 5 different times.
What'd she do?
Your armor
Right.
was giving you fast healing, which kept bringing you back up by
Yeah.
force.
Oh, also, I believe someone said stage cry. So if anyone here cried, it was you.
She's crying too. She's throwing a little hissy fit.
Jesus Christ, bro.
While I'm doing my reading and my watching, is he still
Yes.
stitching at it like a consistent
Super
pace?
slow, but it is happening, yeah.
I'm going back.
Like maybe 1 or 2 of the wounds have completely sealed up by the time that all those few hours have passed.
Because he was like in like shreds to a degree.
Oh, he was
right?
tore the
Yeah.
fuck up, yeah. So Cosmo returns after about 6 hours or so.
Oh, hey, where's Morena?
Yeah, she threw a tantrum about us not checking it, make sure there was nothing else alive in here. Pretty ungrateful about the whole thing, honestly.
I mean, she's right.
I just thought maybe she know about the dragon. Nothing to be a fucking bitch about.
Did you do anything else or get any other information?
No, she threw a hissy fit, so I left.
She couldn't join you?
She threw a tantrum saying that we're the strongest ones there, and they'll all come here and die, so whatever. We'll get her when we're done, I guess, checking out the rest of this place, since
Well, yeah,
they can't do anything.
you told her the place is cleared out, right? We should be good.
No, because we didn't check that.
Oh, why? Yeah, I mentioned that at some point, but you wanted to go back to town.
You didn't stop me.
You seem pretty dead set on it.
We'll
And
check
I was-
the rest,
I
the
was
rest of the
sitting
place
here
once
reading.
Organa wakes up, I guess.
At this point, it's got to be close to.
It's about another hour before Organa would
I
wake
have
up,
an
like
hour.
8 hours sleep, yeah. So another hour passes.
Do you want to go do some rounds really quickly?
And
Take
leave
a
Organa
look.
here sleeping on her own with a dead Rosin.
Yeah, I don't
like
think she needs us.
We might need her.
What happened to you just saying you could beat a dragon, dude? 2
I'm
seconds
just leaving.
ago.
I'll go check the rest of the place, man. They're all annoying me.
I will follow him.
All right, where are you going?
I don't know where the hell haven't we been yet. To the right?
We haven't been to the right yet.
Well, you would when you left this room, you would have went up the stairs because that's the way you knew to get in and out was up those stairs.
This
so
That's where we were. Where I went.
no, the stairs up top that you came down, or even the ones down the bottom that you were standing by, they would have taken you upstairs, let you
We
climb
came
back
down the one
out.
from the south.
Oh yeah, that's right. You did come down the south ones. That's right.
I haven't been this way yet, right?
No,
All right, I'm going there.
no, you haven't left this room aside from walking. Technically, you guys did go west out that hallway to go around there, even though you didn't actually do it.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's what happens when people fucking take a walk.
I mentioned it. He didn't pick it up.
A carving in this room's wide eastern wall depicts an enormous mountain with several tiny humans standing on and around it. The humans at the base of the mountain appear weak and emaciated, while the humans higher on the mountain are healthier, stronger, and larger. At the top of the mountain stands a man and a woman. They are holding hands, and their free hands rise to the sky, holding what appears to be a mote of pure light. Passages lead out of this room to the north, west, and south. As you enter this room, you see a giant fucking hoard of treasure on the ground. Presumably the hoard of the dragon that was just here.
Okay, so you're gonna like ejaculate in this room?
No, that'd be pretty weird.
Tears is already there.
Yeah, I would have.
He's among the treasure.
I would have been down that rope ladder and in this room before you even left the door. Thank you. I am among the treasure. That's an editing hero point for you, Jason.
Oh, thanks.
A hero point, though, not a villain one.
Well, I've got like one character that I haven't played in over a year, so.
Is there supposed to be 12 dragon statuettes?
Yep.
I'm gonna start looting.
Yeah, there's a bunch of shit on here. Bunch of coins, bunch of like pieces of artwork, pieces of armor, jewels, scrolls, unusual objects. I'm not sure exactly what that is offhand. Oh, it's an unusual eyepiece is a thing too. Yeah, lots of coinage. There might be stuff in here that makes you too heavy at some point.
I'm already hitting a level of encumbered, but I can put stuff in my bag
Sounds like
still.
we have the riveting bags, bro.
Yeah, Cosma, we really should have hit this place first. This is a literal hoard.
Yeah.
Or Kevin / Rosvin.
By missing the treasure.
Yeah. Finally there's a dragon horde to fucking look at all the treasure and he's not here to grab it. Or conscious / alive. Did you purposely leave that stuff on the floor, David?
It's empty. At least on my side, it says that there's nothing left to take. I see numbers for it, but
Did you take coins off the ground?
yeah,
Oh, you split them. You took your split.
I only took what was there. There was 850 silver pieces, 94 platinum, 466 gold.
That might be your split, because I see a lot more than that on the ground right now.
Silver pieces, 3,400.
Yeah.
When I don't know. I don't know. On the one pile, I clicked split currency 5 ways, but I didn't touch it on anything else. So I didn't think it would apply to anything else.
Platinum pieces. How many did you take?
94.
Yeah, you split it.
I don't know how I did that then. I mean, I know I hit the split, but
Mike, see what you can grab there.
I can take a shit ton of gold.
How much, though?
when you're clicking on it, what does it say to you?
It says gold pieces times 1,864.
Yeah.
When you
but it
open
only
it.
lets me choose up to 466, it looks like.
Okay. Yeah, 466 is what I got.
It's literally a split then. It's for some reason, I guess when you set it that it automatically splits the amount maybe?
I don't know.
It might be because it has the split currency 5 ways is grayed out and I can't click it as the little red X thing.
Oh. Actually, you know what? I might have done that to make sure Kevin couldn't take all of it. Because he would have taken all of it off of you guys. Because he would just go and start gathering the treasure because that's what he does. So I think I might have locked it in so he couldn't do that.
Well,
We're probably going to split it anyway, so we could just
Yeah.
take it and...
because I was like writing down how much I was picking up so I could remember the split for it. My bulk is hey Jason, I shouldn't have been moving at all for a moment there. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
I figured,
readjust
yeah.
it, but my bulk is currently 19 and my max is 16.
Clay, I know you're sleeping, but I don't know if you were planning on taking any of the money, but I can pop you over there quick just so you can pick up your share.
Yeah, that's fine. It's not a dead body.
Yeah.
I know that.
I'd
that's
argue
not
we've
even a
earned
rule
this one.
anymore either, but
Yeah.
Money waste stuff in this now?
Yes, it does.
And it's not now, it's always.
You can put it in your
Oh.
bag though.
If one, it didn't weigh anything.
Yes, it did.
Did it? It was-
I turned it off.
I just think unidentified my shit.
it's stupid.
Probably.
Like gold doesn't weigh a fucking like.
Yeah, gold, one of the heaviest fucking materials used for money, doesn't weigh anything.
I have an unusual mass.
Yes, that's the ones that we got that can unlock the plant
right.
doors.
I am extremely encumbered now. How do I put it in my bag of holding?
I just like grabbed mine and dragged it to my bag of holding.
You can grab it.
Yeah, like on my sheet, I just like long click on the item and I just dragged that item down my sheet until I hit bag of holding and let it go.
Coin showed up as a separate item for you, though?
Yeah, in my treasure, I have coins
Oh, yeah. Okay.
like in my inventory
Jesus.
under treasure.
Yeah, I'm looking at Clay's right now. Clay's got 6 bulk worth of copper bits.
I had that much too. Yeah, it's a fuck ton of copper. Although I don't show a weight for silver or platinum.
So it says my bag of holding only has 4 bulk capacity. Is that right?
There's no way.
Oh no, that's the
I thought you
spacious
had the
pack.
bigger
I'm
one.
I'm looking at the
Yeah.
wrong backpack.
Yeah, backpack had 4. That's what it was.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was just copper, gold, and platinum, right?
There's silver
Really?
also.
I also dropped the silver or something. I don't have
It's
anymore.
platinum? I didn't see any platinum over here.
Maybe that's what I had in my character already.
You got it, Clay.
Oh, I don't.
Oh,
did I
there's
get?
silver. I
I
moved.
didn't grab. I don't know. I only went to
There we
3
go.
things.
Oh, yeah, you didn't get any copper.
Only there is any. There.
Maybe not. There might
I
not have
must have
been
just had copper.
Oh, you guys just might have a shit ton of copper,
Yeah, I
yeah.
just put it in my bag.
Oh, yeah, there's no copper there. Okay.
Yep.
All right. You guys do that, and you're going around the different rooms. All the rooms you go to are full of destruction, blood, and bodies of the things that you would have had to fight at some point. Moraine actually does show up about 45 minutes after Cosmo gets back. My old legs don't work as fast as they used to, but I couldn't let this crying youngin', just leave me behind. So I had to come up here by myself. You guys managed to get this thing cleared out then? You need an old woman to help you fight?
No, there's nothing here.
Not for fighting, but thank you for showing up. Even if Cosma was rude and didn't offer to
I wasn't
escort
the rude
you.
one.
But yeah, it looks pretty cleared out. A mess everywhere, but cleared out of any active threats.
Okay. That means we can get this party started. Not an actual party. And Organa, you'd be waking up around this time too. You wake up, hear Morena's voice talking to the boys below.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, Organa is asleep up in the treehouse up there, and Rosvin, last I checked, is still in repair. Do you want to check that out? That feels like something you'd be kind of interested in.
Sure. I mean, it might help with my research. I haven't seen this happen yet, so maybe it'll help me with something.
Yeah, you might also be able to help us figure out what's going on, because we don't really know why it's taking so long. Rosvin always, well, I've only seen it a couple times, but he's bounced back pretty quick.
Yeah, Cosmo said it takes like an hour or something like that.
Not for Rosvin.
What do you mean, not for Rosvin?
When I've seen Rosvin coming back, it's been minutes before he's up on his feet again.
And not for the rest of you?
I mean, I haven't gone down yet, so I don't know if everyone's time is different, but
Well, you've seen the others go down, right?
yeah. Cosma, I saw him disintegrated right in front of me, and he came back from nothing in an hour. Like I watched. It was kind of weird because he was like half naked for a while there. There's just like half of his body. But I watched him get fully rebuilt bit by bit. Rosvin's just been slow.
All right. Well, she kind of struggles her way up the vine ladder because she is an old woman still.
It's easy enough to climb ladder. It's just a normal ladder.
But it's still 200 feet in the air.
Up to 200 feet.
Well, I mean, in here it's only 80 feet to the ceiling.
Exactly.
But that's still a major climb for an old woman.
Sure, I guess.
But she'll make her way up there, spend some time looking Rosvin over, taking notes. Well, you're right. His body is sealing itself up, it looks like, healing the wounds. I mean, I guess slowly, in terms of what you said before, faster than a body normally heals itself without some sort of magic involvement. This could be something to do with the kumaru seeds within. It might be something tied to the life magic that was tied to the tree at some point. I honestly don't know at the moment, but we'll have to see what happens and if and when he wakes up.
Do we know that we transcendence? Or is it just like in a moment, like something crazy happens?
You know, you basically, if you do, you know, like you snap, you push yourself beyond what you can, basically. Like the description is there, like you sometimes know you got to push yourself beyond what you're normally capable of. You know, you're going above and beyond what you can normally
Plus
do.
ultra.
Yeah, not sponsored.
Yeah, I don't know. Honestly, we've all pushed ourselves past our limits before, but I feel like Rosvin, I guess, knew it was going to be a tough fight to win, and that we kind of were backed up against a wall, and I think he pushed himself more than his body could handle. Maybe his spirit, too.
That might be why it's taken longer for him then. Because, like, none of you have died before from pushing yourselves, right? It's always been damage that's taken you down.
Yeah.
So that could be something. Like, if he wasn't just damage that put him down and he went and broke his own spirit to do this, so to speak, that might be why it's taken longer to recover from.
Do you have any way you could help try to transport him back to town? I mean, I could try to carry him if someone else can help carry some of my stuff. He's kind of heavy.
I mean, I didn't really bring anything. If we were able to make a litter or something like that, I'd be able to carry him, but...
You don't have like a magical floating disc or anything?
No, I kind of rushed up here because Cosmo was whining about me not coming up here to help out and bringing like what little guards we had left, so...
David was hoping she would just have like a floating magical like disc she could just make pop up and then just like lift on away. That's fine. Oh my god! Do you think we could prop him up on this and I bring out my flying broom?
You have a flying broom?
Yeah. I haven't gotten to use this yet, but I mean, honestly, I don't really know how it works. So maybe you can give me like a crash course if you have any clue.
I mean, if you can fit multiple people on it, maybe strap him to you and fly him back. I don't know that it'd be able to like fly of its own accord with him dead / unconscious or whatever it is he's on there. But if you're able to strap him, like lash him to yourself and then fly it back, that's a possibility.
We'd move pretty slow on it, but we'd move. Or I could at least, I mean, if I can like
try to carry him,
if I can like sit him on it and just kind of like hold him up, just like drag him along with us to basically like negate his weight.
It'd be worth a try.
I do have a flying broom.
Yeah, we can try doing that. Now that this place is cleaned up, we can get some other botanists up here and we can really dig into getting this going. And we got to clear out this dead tree and got to prep the soil to get the new ones in. While we're doing that, I'm going to need you guys to spend some time with the seeds to kind of absorb whatever power's coming from your O-ball so we can plant them in here. And it'd probably be better, honestly, if you are the ones who plant them also. Like, hopefully they can help recharge these seeds here and get a tree growing. And then after that, I can figure out what I can do in order to, as I said, do what I need to fix your O-balls and get them to do, basically reverse their polarity, so to speak, to get them to counteract the Tyrant's weapon.
Okay, we'll do what we can.
Yeah.
So it takes about a day for Rosvin to finish healing, and he does start breathing again, but he doesn't wake immediately, and even attempts to rouse him don't seem to work. But for all intents and purposes, he does seem to be alive. He does eventually wake up after about another day or so, and he's got a very somber attitude, especially for him. You guys do spend time with the seeds, and after about a week or so of work, of long, grueling work, especially if you guys help, which Rosvin does do. He stays pretty quiet, but he does help with like removal of the tree, because that's like the easy part.
Like the whole
the
Kumaru
entire tree.
The big dead one?
Yes, they have to remove the entire thing. The botanists basically take care of it themselves, refreshing the soil, because that's stuff that's kind of beyond you guys. Takes a few more days to do that, to get everything set up. You guys will have a bunch of downtime to figure out, like, to do stuff here. If you want to do other stuff with the book and all that, read some other things, we'll get to that after the fact. You guys are able to get this all set up after probably a week and a half to 2 weeks after you guys drop Istravek. The tree is finally ready to be replanted. All of the botanists are up there. Morena's leading a bit of a ritual. She has all of you step into the soil, and they basically form a ring around the soil as you guys are in there, and she asks you to plant your seeds within the dirt. Rosman does not hesitate to do so.
Plant mine.
Yeah. We've been like babysitting these basically,
Yes.
right? To like absorb them.
Yeah.
I'll go ahead and plant the seed.
I'll deposit my seed.
Okay. You do that. There, Morena leads a chant, as you can tell it's some sort of spell work, likely, as the other botanists are there doing a low chant below her, like below her volume basically. And when they finish their chant, all of them also reach their hands into the soil around the outside edge and pour what you assume is magic into the earth. Immediately your seeds sprout. All of them. They sprout and grow into like a small little tree. They form together as like a small seedling basically. It actually grows to about 5-6 feet immediately and then stops. And it is very clearly new life in there. And as it does, you guys feel a pull from your O-balls.
I'm sorry.
So
Yeah.
the seed is causing a pull from our balls.
Yeah, okay.
Standing still in the soil, even, I'm assuming, still wearing footwear, because none of you said about removing it or anything like
no,
that.
I would have. For something like this, I definitely would have. Dig your feet in the dirt, connect with it.
You feel a pulse of energy travel through the soil, and they all feel it too as it reaches them, and you actually see a bit of the lines that are like traveling out of the area suddenly regain color and shed off like the ashen color that's there. The veins of creation have been reactivated. The tree isn't very strong at the moment, but there is enough to reactivate the veins of creation.
We done changed the world.
Marina tells you that it will likely take years for the network to properly regrow and get everything back to the way it used to be. But this is what was needed to fix things and restart the process. And it's all because of you.
Yeah, not a big deal.
You do also feel that the O-ball within you has changed. It is no longer a seed with void energy tied to it. It is now vitality energy. You guys lose your void resistance. From now on, anytime any kind of healing spell is cast upon you, it is automatically heightened by 1 level higher than it is.
Okay.
And that is every healing spell that is cast upon you.
Organa just got way better.
Does that include my wholeness of body?
That is technically a focus spell, is it not?
It is.
That is a spell. So that heightens up to half your level. It'll be, after it gets to your half level, it'll get +1 on top of that.
So all healing spells increase by 1 level?
Yeah, they're automatically heightened 1 additional level from whatever they are upon casting. A feast is held in your honor. Marina also tells you that she knows you need to get back and that the stuff is in danger. It would take months for you to sail back. She can send out to get a scroll sent in to magically teleport you guys back home, but it will take some time to get. It is not anywhere near any kind of common spell to cast, so it could take some time to get there. Essentially, all told, you guys will have about a month of downtime in Zapotl before you are able to travel back home. Anyone who wishes to do so, to spend the time doing so, all you got to do is say you want to. You will be granted Razetlani as a free language.
Yeah.
If you choose to take the time to learn it.
Abso-fucking-lutely. I'm going to learn it through food. Like the people that like learn a language, they can like order at a restaurant and that's their basis. I'm going to have a lot of food related words and then it's kind of going to just be like filtering to worse at the edges of that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see why I wouldn't. I'm a pretty big linguist. I know a couple of languages already, so.
Some might say you're a cunning linguist.
Some might.
How do you spell Razetlani?
Pretty much as it sounds, but I will put it in the chat for you. While we're wrapping up this episode here, is there anything that you guys would like to spend your downtime doing?
Like just learning them spells in the book.
You're just gonna go try to do all of them that's in there.
Probably.
The rituals.
Maybe do more shopping, get some potions. But we can do that.
I mean, that's
Some
gonna
point,
that's gonna be off air for that stuff. Like this is
Yeah.
this is
I'm
like
going to.
character
Talk
stuff.
to Roslyn, which I'll wait for Kevin to be around for.
People really seem to enjoy my music around here, even when I messed up. So I think I'm going to try to hit all the pubs in town and make a name for myself.
I mean, hell, pop a fucking performance check for me. If you want to do one, we'll just see like an overall type thing instead of like a month's worth of checks, because that'd be fucking.
With fortune, obviously, right?
I mean, he's got 3 hero points to spend here if he wants to.
I'll use one actually. 'Cause that's rough, dude.
Yeah, it is.
That's a little better. 37.
37 is more than enough to have Organa become a household name in Zapottle, and a little bit spread around the area too of Jolispan as the country, because there are visitors that come in this time that have seen some of your shows, and some of them liked it enough to talk about you back home.
Pretty cool that I have two characters that are known throughout the world.
Parts of the world for Organa.
Parts of the world. Throughout parts of the world. Because most of Restox is Shivering Isles too, so.
Well, Shackles. Shivering Isles is fucking Elder Scrolls, but yeah.
Yeah, why don't
But I mean,
think
hell,
that?
Shivering Isles could be a place that Organa and or Restic would be known for their fucking
Yeah,
shenanigans.
Probably, actually.
I mean, eventually Rosvin would open up, but also I'm not going to talk for him. But so obviously I can't bring that in there. You want to do all, like, basically everything else in that book? All the other rituals then?
Yeah, probably. Learn the language and then just learn the spells.
Chaser?
Chaser is going to...
One thing.
Yes.
You see a lot of Rosvin, because he told me that one thing he's going to want to do a lot of is also spend time at the open ovens to get more in tune with cooking and stuff like that also. So you will see a lot of him. And that probably is one thing that seems to actually help him with what he's going through.
I was going to say that, like, I would be there anyway, but like that was like our thing we were connecting on a bit. So
Yeah.
like we don't need to dive into stuff and get too heavy into conversations, just like being present with each other so he can slowly start to like get back to his normal self a bit over time would be nice. Chaser is going to be very happy to kind of just like stop fighting for a little bit and like let himself live in the delusion and forget a little bit about the impending demise of his soul. Because like I had already said, like Chaser would love to settle down here because like it's a place he would want to protect and live in and be. And so he, like during the day, he will like dive into the community, help rebuild the dock because that still has a lot of work on it.
Yeah.
Help with the open ovens, like,
And there's a lot of wood now too.
yeah, exactly. Exactly. Like taste like all the food, like go to different bakers and everything and like learn their recipes and like try to like exchange culture between everyone, especially once I can start understanding the language myself. And then at night probably like try to sit and come to terms with things of like wishing to make this deep connection but knowing that it's not going to last, and so it's a bit bittersweet. But like every day he still is putting his all into it to do what he can while he's here. Not in fighting, but like connecting with the people themselves.
And I will say, Chaser's fighting isn't completely foregone during this month or so.
Sure.
Because a certain little girl follows Chaser around the town, just waiting and asking, eventually getting like the courage to ask to spar with you at some point.
By the end of the month, that little girl is going to be putting dents in trees. Let me tell you.
The one time Chaser will hit a roll nat 20 and like fucking punch it through a wall or something.
All right, that was a good hit. All right, ready to block this one?
Flaming stick.
Now, move like this, right? This is your stance. All right, and zip, and I'm gone.
Despite the impending doom of your souls, after this month of actually being able to relax a bit and not having to actively, directly have your life on the line every second of every day, you can't help but feel a little lighthearted by the time you're ready to leave. It's just the community, the town, the village, all this, like, it's hard to be down here. especially for you, Chase. You've wanted, like I said, you wanted to be part of this the whole time. Obviously, during this time, also, Morena still has you, like, spending time around the tree to... Oh, so she's still trying to do more, looking to, like, do some more experiments here and there to see if there's anything else she can do. Fortunately, she doesn't really seem to make a whole lot of headway toward that. At the point where you are actually able to finally learn to speak the language, I don't think I've given you this before. Finally, you're actually able to determine the little girl's name, which I did not give you this, correct?
You did not.
Okay, I will spell it for you, and then I will say, like, I'll spell it in the chat, and then I will say it for you. Her name is Rhaeira. But when we pick up next, we'll be able to... You have your send-off. The whole town is there to see you off. Morena will be casting the spell for you and sending you home-ish. Because even still, there is still a distance away that you get, even with high-level casting of the spell. There's still X amount of miles that are not perfect. You don't perfectly land where you need to go, especially since she's never been there before to see it. But we will determine where you land when we come back, and also, you guys level up.
Fuck yeah.
You guys hit level 17. But until next time, everybody, peace out.
Bye-bye. Later.
Tyrant But Deadly is a production of Called Shots Entertainment. Pathfinder and the Pathfinder Adventure Paths are property of Paizo Inc. Music by Dark Fantasy Studio. You can visit our website at calledshotsentertainment.com, where you can also find links to our various social media pages and production outlets. You can also stop by our Discord. We'd love to chat. If you like what you hear, please consider sharing us with your friends and sharing a rating wherever it is you listen to podcasts. For Called Shots Entertainment, I'm Jason. See you next time.